Better
Will
move on.
Smith. I read Will Smith's book a couple of years ago, right? You know, Will Smith has never auditioned for a movie. He's
Wow.
not an actor by trade. He's a singer. And he's never auditioned for a movie, he never auditioned for his first acting spot was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was asked to do it because what he would do is he would line up at like Jay Leno or whatever every single night and then offer to be the guest, a guest, if somebody didn't turn up to fill their slot. And so he became reliable as the guy in the crowd that would do it. And because he already sang, so and it's famous people. So he would do that. And because he was turning up and being reliable and he ended up getting interviewed a number of times, interesting, like a podcast, right? Someone else happened to hear and said, I'd like to speak to you because Quincy Jones is putting together this TV show called, that's got this theme that actually sounds like you, but I think you would be the part. And it is actually loosely based around his life moving from Chicago to LA. But the story was already that. It just happened to be that happened to be his story as well.
Yeah.
And so things came out in it in regards to one of the cousin in the show had been acting for a while and said to Will said, what do I pick my name to be? How do you pick it? And this kid said, he said, as a child actor, he said, you want to pick your name because whatever name you pick, that's the name they'll call you for the rest of your life. If you pick your actual name, then they'll call you by your name. And so he was in the TV show. And then, based off the TV show, his first movie was Bad Boys. And how he got it was the TV show was doing well and he was still singing. So, based off his popularity and fan database that sat behind him, they decided he would be good for that movie because by himself, he'd sell the movie because he has a lot of fans. So, based off his subscriber level,
Yeah.
he was in that movie. And then each movie has come about based off he decided to just be the most well-known actor in the world. And they've gone, how so he's a friend of his said, I'm a numbers guy. He said, so I'll help you with that. All right, let's look into how do we do that. And his mate said, first we find who is the most well-known actor in the world. And Tom Cruise was it. But he came here to Australia when Hard Rock Cafe was opening down in Melbourne. So that was Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, and the third one. And he came across, he wasn't known very much. Well, he was as a singer, but he came across to be at that so that he could stand there and finally, at the end of the whole thing, go up and ask, how do you become as famous as you? Arnold Schwarzenegger it was. How do you become as famous as you? And they said, turn up to all of your premieres. Turn up to all of your premieres in
Yeah.
every country. That's
Yeah.
how you do it, right? So they've gone, who does this better than anyone else? Ironically, it's Tom Cruise.
Cruise.
So he's gone, get me Tom Cruise's schedule. I'll beat him. And then he came back saying to his mate, he said, either Tom Cruise, there's two of them in the world, or he's a robot
Yes,
because
he's a
that
robot.
guy doesn't sleep and no one can follow his schedule. So he's gone, so what can I do? And the other thing was, so then it was turn up to, so he's gone, what can I do given that I can't follow his schedule? What can I do? And he worked out, well, I'm known for singing. So he would turn up to other people's premieres and he would sing out the front and put on an impromptu concert for the people who couldn't get into the movie. And then as a result, that's how he got picked for movies, in that he did the music for like Men in Black and Wild Wild West. And the reason that they picked him for the movies was that they knew he'd make up a song about it and then he would make it, film it, sell it. And that song and the film clip would then become the trailer for the movie. So the
Yeah.
movie theater never had to pay for trailers. They say, you take all the money for the music and you've now advertised our movie. And that's how he got known
Um,
as a great, as one of the greatest movie stars. It was his fan database and he's never auditioned for a movie.
wow.
Isn't
Great
that
story.
interesting?
Thanks for sharing that with me. Thank you very
Your
much.
network
Yeah.
is your net worth.
Oh,
Get
exactly.
known by more people, invite more people to what you are in,
Yeah. Yeah.
and bring the crowd along.
Oh, look,
So